What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning John Fury, the father of Tyson Fury, the WBC newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, has declared he is willing to accept a fight after being called out by a bodybuilder on Tuesday. John did not mention his opponent's name on this video, but it appears his rant is in reference to British bodybuilding champion Micky Theo, who posted a clip of his own earlier in the afternoon. And John Fury had this to say. He says, "There ain't no problem, mate. Don't know you, don't want to know you. But let me tell you something, mate. You're messing with John Fury here, mate, and I am the best 50-odd-year-old man in the world, and I will stand on what I say, mate. I'll either fight you in the ring, which you can forget about that one, pal. I've fought world-class men in my time. Let me tell you this, old mate. I will fight you gypsy style. Don't you worry about that. I have never, ever denied a challenge in my life. My friend, you've mentioned my name. You've got to fight now. I'm all over London with the boxing. Make yourself known, mate, and you can have it there and then. On the spur of the moment, pal. I don't need training camps. I don't need time to get fit. I'm 24 hours ready." Wow. He said, "I will fight you. Get a hold of my agent, Spencer Brown in Blackpool, who will sort it all out. I'll fight you anywhere you want in the UK, my friend, anywhere at all, and you'll wish you'll never mention my name." Wow, okay. That's the words from John Fury. But let me tell you something. John Fury is a guy, if you hear him talk, he's one of those guys that's ready for whatever. So Micky Theo, a bodybuilding guy or whatnot, I think I touched on this a little bit about both guys before I let you guys listen to this video or videos, because you have both of them here. Let's hear what Micky has to say first. Micky Theo.
John Fury offering out data points. He says he is the fittest 54-year-old man on the planet. I don't believe that. I'm 56 years of age, and I believe I'm fitter than you, John. I believe I could beat you in a proper boxing match, me and you. And you know what? We can do it for a good cause. Coronavirus. The world is suffering. People are dying. I send my love out to the NHS. They working round the clock, 24 hours for all them poor people. People who are dying in this world. Maybe me and you can get this fight on and help the charity, help the NHS. Come on, John, me and you can do it together. God bless you, mate.
Wow, okay. So, John Fury, as I went word for word in his own words,
just replying to a video just sitting there. A bodybuilder wants to fight me. That ain't no problem, mate. Don't know you. Don't want to know you. But let me tell you something, mate. You're messing with John Fury here, mate. I am the best 50-year-old man in the world, man. And I will stand on what I say, mate. I'll either fight you in the ring, but forget about that one, pal, because I fought world-class men in my time. But let me tell you this, girl, mate. I will fight you gypsy style. Don't you worry about that. I've never ever denied a challenge in my life, my friend. You've mentioned my name, you've got to fight now. I'm all over London with the boxing. Make yourself known, mate, and you can have it there and then on the spare of the moment, pal. I don't need training camps, I don't need time to get fit. I'm 24 hours ready. I will fight you. Get hold of the agent, Spencer Brown in Blackpool, he'll sort it all out. I'll fight you anywhere you want the UK, my friend, anywhere at all. But you'll wish you never mentioned my name, pal. Spencer Brown will be contacting you people. Everybody knows me. I fear no man, let alone you. And pal, I've seen you sparring. You're no good to me, my mate. But listen, I'll fight you gypsy style because fighting's too hard, mate, to do for free. Let's fight for a few quid. I know the NHS thing and all that. God bless them, they're doing a good job trying to help everyone who's dying. But you're trying to make a name for yourself or somebody's famous father. But it's the last thing you'll ever do, mate. Because you're them false teeth. I'm going to come straight for the back of your head, my friend. So don't you worry about that. You've got to fight. Don't you worry about that, mate. Good day, Tim. God bless you as well.
So both of these guys have went back and forth on these videos. I think John Fury's was more aggressive, angry, like John Fury does, says, reacts, responds. And it would be something to see. It kind of puts me in the mind of Grudge Match with Robert De Niro and Sylvester Stallone, when those guys, you know, they fought earlier, then they're fighting again. In this case, these guys have not fought. He doesn't know who this guy is. He's a bodybuilder, of course, and he wants to take this guy on. Now, I think what it is, these are two different types of responses, and for two different reasons. For one, I think Micky Theo wanted to just challenge himself and then use this as an opportunity to help the NHS, okay, like a charity fund. John Fury doesn't give a shit about that. John Fury heard his name being called like a gypsy. He feels that you called him out. Now you got to fight me. It's not about the NHS. It's not about the coronavirus. It's not about the people that's dying around the world. It's about you calling his name out, trying to challenge him. Him being a fighter with the fighter spirit and the mentality that he has. You're talking about a guy that went to jail for 11 years for gouging a guy's eye out. You think he won't fight you on the drop of a dime? Let's just be real about that. I mean, this is what it is. John Fury, I'm listening to John Fury when they were predicting Wilder Fury 2. And I heard the way he speaks. It's like each word, it was almost to the point where he could jump up at any given moment and deck someone in the face if they said something wrong. You know, he's one of those guys that are high strung all the time, and that's how he lives his life. You know, born hard, fight hard, die hard. You know, that's what I take. That's my counterpunch on John Fury. And I don't know what Micky Theo's going to do. But if he comes across John Fury, he has to do something. Okay? But John Fury wants to do it for some money. A few coins or whatever. You know, and he doesn't want to do it for a charity. But the respect thing, the morals of it, the principles of it for John Fury, he takes that personally when you call him out. The guy could just be joking, but John Fury doesn't joke about fighting, especially a guy that comes from a fighting background. You know, like some people play soccer, you know, throw football outside or whatnot, baseball. No, these guys fight. You know, they fight each other. They fight all the time. So they practice on getting their scrap on. You think a guy like that, a hardened, seasoned guy like that, is going to like the idea of you calling him out, being a bodybuilder? And if he's an active bodybuilder and he lifts weights, bodybuilders are strong, but their fluidity is not so much. Okay? Someone that can move and is fluid and he's flexible will destroy a bodybuilder. However, let me say this. If a bodybuilder punches you the right type of way, he can knock you out just from muscle memory. You know, like I said in my live stream, and, you know, shouts out to everyone that participated and seen it. Bodybuilders have certain muscle memories due to the exercises that they produce in the gym. Okay? So if you're bench pressing, for example, and you're coming up on, you know, you do one rep, right? You do one rep, and then this is your muscle memory. So if you're accustomed of doing this, you know, the first thing you see guys do when they attack a guy, bodybuilders, they do this, you know, because that's that muscle memory, because that's where the strength is coming from, because they've developed that strength over time for lifting those weights. You know, but that's different from throwing a jab in a right hand. You're talking about a guy that's muscle memory is triggered by the type of punches that he's accustomed to throwing. Think about how many times John Fury's actually threw a punch. 1 million, 2 million, right? That's a lot of swinging and throwing and muscle memory, right? So, Micky Theo, my advice to him, be ready. Be ready like you say you're ready, because John Fury is dead serious, and I believe absolutely every word he has to say. I don't know much about Micky Theo, but I hope he's prepared. But that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.